Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about a very essential part of learning to speak English fluently. Now, why this essential part? This is an essential part because this will lead you to the right way of speaking English fluently. Well, I know there's no right way or a wrong way. We all know that, right? But it's just that these essentials will help you or guide you to take the right path. So guys, welcome back. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you out to speak English fluently and confidently. Well, today I'm going to talk about 5 essential things we need to practice every day in order to achieve our target or achieve our big goal, which is to speak English fluently and confidently. And as I told you that these 5 essentials will guide you to the right path. Okay, you have to listen to this video very carefully. I have specially designed this session so that it is going to help you and you get benefited out of it. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the first and foremost thing when we decide to study English or to learn English or to speak English fluently, we are very excited. We want to start doing anything and everything from day one, right? And it's just like, a person going to a gym and, when the person sees a lot of machines, exercise machines, and he gets lost and he gets confused at what to choose and what will help him to get slimmer or get a good physique. It's the same, guys. So that is why a proper planning and follow that plan is very essential. Now, what do you mean by proper planning? Proper planning just means you have to come up with a routine, okay, or a planner basically. So what you can do is probably, if you can come up with a month's planner or a week or, every day if you want to plan, that's well and good. But I think it doesn't work that way. So what the best advice is to come up with a planner for a week. Now, what is a planner? In a planner, you have to set a time, like what time is convenient for you to take up this language learning process or take up this English speaking practice. Okay, and you can dedicate the time also, like in the morning your brain is fresh or in the evening you're fresh, or whatever time you want to dedicate to this activity. So you can take 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, depending on your convenience and how much time you are able to put in, how much efforts you're able to put in. It just depends on that. So 10-15 minutes is also an ideal time. That is not too less if you're fully focused in those 10-15 minutes. If you're not focused at all, even 1 hour will not help you. So decide on that plan. Okay, what time you are fresh, your mind is fresh and you're ready to, take up English language, to study or to, learn this or to speak English fluently. Okay, dedicate the time, what part of the day you want to, how much time you want to dedicate, and plus the activities you are going to do. That is very necessary. As I already gave you an example of a gym, like you see so many machines and you get lost and you don't know what to do and you just randomly pick 1 or 2 one day, the next day you come and pick other 2. It doesn't work right now. It doesn't work that way, guys. It's just that you have to decide, like, you want to lose weight, then you have what you can do. You want to use a treadmill, you want to use some weight exercises, so decide on 2 or 3 exercises and go there and start doing that instead of getting lost and trying everything every single day. That doesn't work. The same is the case here. So come up with activities what you want to do every day, dedicate the time, dedicate the part of the day which will help you more to be mentally present and which will help you in your productivity. Okay, so this is first. coming up with a plan but following it every single day. You have to follow it also. Okay, so your plan has to be specific. What all activities you are going to do, what is that you are going to choose out of those activities, So you have to come up with that specific plan or a system or a process in place, so that the next day when you start, practicing English, you again start searching like what you have to do today. Don't do that. So what are activities, what are techniques, what all things you want to do, it has to be specific in the planner. Be specific. Come up with a planner, a specific planner, and follow the planner. This is the first thing. Second activity you have to do is pronunciation practice. Now guys, pronunciation practice is very important. Before learning to speak English, you should know how to pronounce that words, right? Unless and until you won't be able to pronounce that words correctly, nobody is going to understand what you're trying to speak. And the same case is with you. Whenever somebody is speaking, if you don't know the correct pronunciation of a word, so however good the other person's English is, you won't be able to understand anything out of it, right? So, pronunciation is very important. You have to learn to pronounce words first and then speak. Okay, so what we can do about it? How we can improve our pronunciation? The one thing which I would suggest is listening. You have to dedicate some time to listening English. And by listening, I mean you have to focus on listening. It's not just that, you are putting your headphones on and you are lost. You're thinking about something else and the thing is going on. Right? So you have to be focused on listening so that you know what all words are there, how it is pronounced, what all vocabularies is used, and how they are using that sentence, how they are saying that sentence. Everything you have to focus on. So that is why listen to as many things as you can, like audiobooks, podcasts, news, commentary, cooking shows, whatever is your interest. Start exploring that thing. There are lots and lots of things available which you can listen to, which is of your interest. You are interested in history. Pick up that topic and start listening to any piece of information about history. It's very interesting. So, whatever your interest is, take that topic and start listening to it so that you can focus more, because if you are interested in something, you will focus more on that, right? It is a science. So you will focus more on that, and in return you will get benefited out of it. So this way you have to focus on pronunciation by listening. Okay, and sometimes if you are reading also, you can read also. If you're reading an article, you are reading a blog, or you're reading newspaper, or any book you are reading, if you come across a word which you feel like a little difficult to pronounce, just Google it. You will get the pronunciation. Yeah, you can hear the pronunciation and you can speak likewise. And everything is on your mobile now, so you don't have to have a system or laptop with you. You just have a phone, you can just Google it and then you can get the pronunciation of that word. It's as easy as that. So pronunciation. The third thing I would like to emphasize on is grammar. Yes, guys. Now, grammar is something we are very scared of. We feel like, oh my God, we have to study grammar. Like I have to really study Wren and Martin again. No, you don't have to. Not at all. You don't have to study Wren and Martin all over again. You know things, guys. You know how to make sentences. It's just that you're not very fluent in English. You make one or two mistakes here and there in coming up with a sentence structure. That's it. A vocabulary or a pronunciation. So you make those mistakes only. So what you do is, whenever you try to speak, or if you're trying to write something, you just check where you're going wrong. If you're making a sentence and you feel that there's something wrong in that, or you're not able to correctly come up with a sentence, see what is wrong with that, or where you are lacking. Okay, and that part of grammar you can just go and revise. Okay, if you feel like, I don't know where to use was and where, for example, I don't know how to use was and where, or this or that. So you can go back and look at the grammar book, how we can correct that. Grammar book, you don't have to look back in the grammar book. You can just search on Google and you'll get all information there. Where this is, where that is used, where there is used, or there and there. THERE or THEIR. So you can just Google it and you'll get the information and you are good to go now. So try to understand where you are stuck, where you are feeling stuck, and that part of grammar you can just revise and you can just start coming up with new sentences again. Okay, it's as simple as that, guys. You don't have to learn all the rules of grammar. You have to learn the basic rules which are used to speak English or to write English. And in fact, writing and speaking are also different. So you have to learn the rules which will help you to come up with a sentence, right? So whenever you are feeling short of words, or you're feeling short of, you're feeling stuck with grammar, whichever part of grammar, you can just Google it and just refresh it. You're good to go. So basically, parts of speech or tenses are mostly, are important for speaking in English. So you can just go and revise. I have come up with a grammar lesson also, which is just 20-25 minutes lesson. You can just check out that grammar lesson. You will be good to go. Check it out, guys. Fourth one is guidance or get help. Now, a lot of us, are not very confident of ourselves. Of course, I understand completely if you started, to learn to speak English, you're not very confident about, what you're doing, if you're going wrong or if you're going right. You need some guidance. We all need some guidance at some point of time, and that is fair enough. Okay, if you can watch videos and correct that, that's well and good. If not, what you can do, you can get online or offline help. Now, what is online help? We have a lot of free and paid resources online which will help you to correct your English. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Grammarly, you can use Cambly, you can use Clappingo, and so on and so forth. There are lots and lots of resources. In fact, there are many more. So basically what Grammarly, Clappingo and Cambly does is, there will be somebody who will be talking to you in English. So when somebody is talking to you in English, they can correct you. So you will get a teacher also, or a mentor from there, right? So you have to pay some amount, and then it will be, you will get a service wherein you can talk to somebody, and that person will be your tutor or a mentor. So that person can correct you. So for some time, if you feel lost and if you need some help or guidance, you can join these online programs also, wherein you will get help. Offline also, you can do is you can talk to people. A lot of people are available, right? You have your seniors, you have your managers, you have your colleagues. A lot of people are there in the company, in college, who are better than you in English, who have a better English speaking skills, right? Get hold of them, start speaking to them for 10-15 minutes every day. It's not that difficult, guys. Please, come on. I don't want any excuses now. So, start utilizing those opportunities. Get hold of somebody who is better than you, who speaks better English, and who can correct you. It's as simple as that. Just 10-15 minutes every day is okay. You just catch him or her, at any point of time, during breaks or before class, anytime, or while going home, you can catch them and just talk to them in English for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, right? So get hold of somebody, get help, get guidance if you want, if it is required. This will help you to make the process quick, like the learning process will be quick. Okay. The fifth most important thing is vocabulary. which is a big thing. Everything comes down to vocabulary. If you don't know words, you will not be able to come up with sentence, you will not be able to speak English, you will not be fluent and confident in English, which is very obvious, right? So, you need to learn vocabulary, and there is some tricks where you can use or which you can use to learn vocabulary in a smarter way. Right, as I always tell you, the first thing is learning vocabulary is very important topic wise. Whenever you are listening to any piece of information, try to listen to informations on different topics and try to listen to information which is very everyday conversation like or everyday topics. You know, when we go to college, when we go to office, when we go to a party or an event, so there are lots of topics which we talk about at these places, right? So try to choose those topics and listen to those topics and get their vocabulary, what vocabulary is used. Once you get a hang of those words or vocabulary, it will be easy for you to speak on that topic. So that is first thing. The second thing in vocabulary is always try to use phrases and collocations. So don't learn single word. In spite of learning single word, you start learning phrases and start learning their collocations. Collocations are, the two words which go together. Like rain, heavy rain. Okay, don't say big rain, we say heavy rain. So this is a collocation. So instead of learning rain, you say heavy rain. So whenever you are speaking about, it's raining heavily or there's a heavy rain, so you can say that, right? It's raining heavily or there's a heavy rain. Just try to learn phrases and collocations. It will be easier for you to speak in English. Now, phrases example I'm going to give you is, how are you? I'm good, thank you. Bye bye. See you later. So these are phrases like short sentences or short one or two words or three words, which is a complete sentence. You don't have to say anything more than that. I am good too. That's it. How are you? Right? See you soon. So these are phrases. You can just come up with as many phrases as you can, as many collocations as you can. This is really going to help you in your building your vocabulary and coming up with sentences. It will be easier for you to come up with sentence with these phrases and collocations. Anyways guys, I am going to come up with phrases and collocations series also, which will help you to understand what phrases and collocations are and how you can use those to speak fluent English, or how it will help you to speak English, learn English faster, or learn to speak English faster. I'm pretty sure this session is going to really help you, and keep learning guys and keep practicing. See you until next time. Bye bye.